Hello friends, welcome to my channel Creating Essence. I am Megan and thank you so much for stopping by today. It is another Wellness Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday of the month of April 2019, and the first Wednesday of the month is when I always try to give you all an update on the last month's goals and my progress and any changes carrying forward and anything else going on my wellness journey. My last video was pretty candid about March's failure. I set some goals going forward for the last few weeks of March, and here's how I did. I did all right. My goal had been to lose about 8 pounds. I lost 2. Progress is progress. I would have liked to lose 8 pounds, but to be honest, I did not put in the work. I just didn't. It was a stressful month, and I have told you guys before, I am an emotional eater, and I just am really good at absent-mindedly putting stuff in my mouth. So, while I did have a great win, and I have gotten really good about exercising regularly and getting more intensity in my workouts, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. And when I say a bad diet, I don't mean like I was laying on the couch eating donuts and Chinese takeout. I just mean I ate more than I should. My friend Wendy and I were talking about our long-term health goals, and we both kind of find it comical, sometimes a little bit to the point of pitiful, how compared to the standard American diet, we both eat so healthy. But obviously it's not good enough for our individual bodies. Which brings me to another part of my update. At the end of last month, I went to the doctor just for a checkup for the first time in 3 years. I decided I just needed to do it to sort of get a baseline for where my health was now. I have been pregnant or breastfeeding constantly for the last 13 years. And right now I am neither of those things, nor have I been for over a year. So it's a good time to figure out where my body is and how I am doing with just the normal routine things that can be a little off when you're pregnant and breastfeeding. It was a good appointment. I met a new care provider and established that sort of relationship. And I also found out a lot of information about myself. I have diabetes. Yes. Type 2, adult onset. I am just barely into that region, but still, my body is saying this is not right and serious change has to happen. That was a wake-up call. I doubt anybody would really look at me and be like, oh yeah, she's diabetic. There's kind of a stigma looking at a person or a person's diet as far as diabetes is concerned, and I don't really fit the mold. However, I do carry most of my excess weight in my midsection, which is a risk factor not only for diabetes, but also heart disease. The whole apple shape thing kind of got me there. And I'm overweight. Actually teetering on the line of obese. What was surprising to me was the outcome of all these tests showing that I have some struggles in certain nutrient deficiencies and diabetes, is that I have improved my health so much over the last 2 years, and having lost over 30 pounds already really makes me wonder how bad my health really was over the last 3 years when I wasn't going for checkups. Ultimately, the question that all of that brought up was, what am I going to do with this information? How am I going to change things? How am I going to care for myself differently to take care of these issues? Number one, I found in some of my blood work that my body struggles with absorbing B vitamins. This is not particularly news to me. When I was pregnant with my 4th, I had pernicious anemia, which is not when your body is too low on iron, but your body is too low on B12, to the point where my midwife was coming to my home daily to give me B12 injections because my body was that critically low. Things seemed to level out once he was born, but he's 6 years old now and my body is still struggling with that. It doesn't super surprise me because of my autoimmune struggles. They tend to go hand in hand with what's called the MTHFR gene mutation, which can also make your body struggle to absorb vitamin B nutrients, among many other things. And I have suspected for a long time that I do have that gene mutation, not only because close family members have it, but also because of what my body deals with physically. That particular doctor could not test for the gene mutation, so I'm going to be seeing a different doctor who can requisition those lab tests. But it did show that I need, despite already supplementing really high quality food sourced B vitamins, that I need to do more. I'm already taking tablets every day for both B9 and B12, and my body's still struggling. So I'm going to increase all those B things in my diet, like eggs, seeds, nuts, and leafy greens. I'm also going to be trying something called seed cycling in very, very short, and I'll just put a link with the technical information below, but seed cycling is daily, starting the day with a certain serving of some raw seeds that are crazy high in great nutrients that your body needs to heal and sort some things out. So I'm going to give it a try because it can't hurt anything and it's really affordable. My iron is great. My level of inflammation right now is really good, which is great for someone with chronic fatigue syndrome like I have. But there is still that elephant of diabetes in the room. How am I going to address that? I am going to work harder at losing weight. I have been really consistently just do better every day than you did the day before. And I feel like finding all this out in light of how much better my health is right now than it has been for the last 3 years, that I feel like I kind of need to do something more. I don't mean anything drastic, but maybe it is drastic. I am putting in the work to do better than just better than yesterday. I am consciously working on smaller portions of really nutrient-dense food because while the body is more than calories in, calories out, you can still overeat and be obese on really healthy, wholesome food. Living proof. So that is my major goal for April, to do significantly better. Work on portion size, really being mindful of when I am hungry. If you did not see in the comments of my March update, there was some great discussion on the struggles in that area and the habits and the changes, being conscious of those things. And that is one reason that I love doing these videos, even when it's a tough one, because the conversation with you guys is so good in the comments. We talk through our struggles and help and encourage one another and give each other ideas for new strategies. It is just so uplifting and amazing, and that is why I keep doing the Wellness Wednesdays. And with exercise, I'm going to work very diligently on increasing my strength. Cardio is great, cardio is awesome, but this time of year when we're getting into the garden, I am really getting my heart pumping and doing plenty of true cardio exercise outside almost every day. One thing that is really beneficial for everybody, but especially for my body type, is to increase strength. Now, I'm not going for any kind of records. I won't be doing CrossFit anytime soon. I use the Fit to Be exercise program. I'll put that in the info box below. No, I'm not. I have nothing to gain from it. It's just the exercise program I use. I'm plugging into more of the stretching and strength, like the kettlebells and the weightlifting things. And I'm working more toward increasing my strength and being very diligent to make sure my form is good. So I'm taking care of my body and building strength properly and letting the outside hard work be my sort of cardio. Everybody thinks sugar with diabetes. I'm just going to be mindful of starches. I already don't do much as far as refined sugars, but I am going to be mindful of the starches like potatoes and rice and things of that nature. My goal for my diet, as well as the smaller portions, is just going to be good sources of protein and fats and a lot of green vegetables. Minimal starches and minuscule sugar. And that's it. That is my plan for April. I would love to hear how you all did in that second half of March. If you all have any wisdom to share on anything I discussed in today's video or just relating and camaraderie, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Leave them down there and let's chat. And as always, my friends, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like this. Bye-bye.